All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Victory Condition Gaming. My name is Doug. Today on the show, we're playing Alien, the upcoming RPG from Free League Publishing. And if you are tuning in for the first time, I wanted to say thank you for tuning in. We do all sorts of actual plays and RPG and board game content, and we'd love it if you hit the subscribe button. And also, if you are planning on enjoying this actual play, I'm going to tell you to hit the like button down below. But yeah, we'd just love to have the opportunity to grow as a show here on YouTube. Now, this actual play would not be possible without our collaboration with the wonderful folks at the Effekt podcast, and that would be our GM for this session, Mr. Dave Semark from the Effekt podcast. Dave, thanks for coming on and doing this actual play for us today.
Yeah, well, my pleasure, my pleasure. I would say good afternoon because it's afternoon here in the UK, but it's good morning for you guys, obviously. Yeah, absolute delight. More than happy to run another game and kill lots of players. It sounds great to me.
It should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. We've got folks from all over. We've got folks from 3 different time zones on this actual play, which is amazing. Let's just introduce our players real quick, and then I'll hand the show over to Dave to take it from there. Cool. Next to, I'm trying to see how the layout is. I'm just going to go right next to me over here. It is Amanda Kahl from Age of Night, the popular fantasy webcomic. Amanda, thanks for coming on yet again.
Good morning. Hi. I'm excited to be here. I love Alien.
And then next to her is Joshua Melville from Halloweenville on YouTube, also a big Alien fanatic.
Right on. Yes, I'm very excited to die and become a xenomorph.
maybe
maybe
we'll see.
I might actually successfully roll.
And then last but not least is our buddy Alan Bahr from Gallant Night Games. Alan, thanks for coming on. It's even earlier for you over there in Utah. Thanks for getting up early and being a part of this actual play.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to be here.
So without further ado, I am going to take the show and just hand it over to Dave from the Effekt podcast. Dave, take it away. It is your show, my friend.
Cool, thank you. Welcome to Dave's show. Don't worry about Doug anymore. It's my show from now on. So we're playing
It'll probably
Alien.
Be better.
Well, we'll see, won't we? So Alien, for those of you who are tuning in, you must know a little bit about it. The game that we're going to be running today is using the cinematic mode. So it's a one-shot game. It's designed for recreating the look and feel of an Alien movie. You'll use it with pre-generated characters, as we have here. And chances are, well, some of you might survive, but quite a lot of you probably won't. So without further ado, I will step into the background of what we're talking about. So today's scenario happens on Hadley's Hope at LV 426. The setting for the movie Aliens, but this is happening before the movie kicks off and is telling us a little bit about the end of the colony before the Marines come in and do their thing. So Hadley's Hope is known as what's known as a shake and bake colony. Established in 2157, it's a terraforming research and mining facility and a new home to all its pioneers. By 2179, there were nearly 160 colonists and staff, and the first natives of LV 426 had been born. The giant processes were changing the atmosphere, now breathable, but still racked by typhoons of grit and grime. The sky was always gloomy under that cloud, and through the swirling storms, more like night than day. Even when the sun was above the horizon, it was frequently hidden behind the giant expanse of Kahl, the nearby planet and LV 426's parent, for LV 426 is a moon. Many had felt that the colony was premature and unwise. The moon hadn't even been fully mapped from orbit in 2157, and the weather would make living a nightmare. But someone at Weyland-Yutani allocated the budget, gave the green light, and so Hadley's Hope was founded. Colonial Administrator Al Simpson got stuck into the job, and they all learned to live with the personality of the planet, and were soon making a success of the most unlikely of colonies. But little did they know what was in store for them. This story is called Hope's Last Dance. You are all colonists and have lived on LV 426 for many years. The colony is jointly funded by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation and the government of the United Americas, And as such, there is a very, very strong them and us feel about the place, with the corporates and the administrators looking down on all those who do the actual work, people like you. I'm going to ask you now one by one just to briefly introduce yourself and explain your character agenda. Each person will have an agenda which is personal to them, but you will have a collective mission that we'll come to in a moment. So, Hirsch, can I invite you to introduce your character briefly, and everybody else, if you can just take your earphones off for the moment, and we will wave when we're done.
Right. Yeah, I'm Hirsch. I'm basically the maintenance guy of this facility, and yeah, I'm kind of rough. I'm kind of dirty and greasy and sweaty, and yeah, I kind of I'm gonna guess I'm probably more more brawn than brains at this point, and my agenda is that I overheard Weyland-Yutani Corporation talk about how valuable these alien things are, and I'm hoping to get a specimen either dead or alive, and maybe I can salvage my fortune out of this mess. So I'm going to try to hopefully maybe capture one of these aliens and get some sort of fortune out of it. My buddy is Singleton, which is I guess it's Alan's character. Singleton is like a down-to-earth worker just like me, so we have that kind of common bond. My rival, and this is great because it's Amanda's character, this is gonna play out so well. I just realized this. It is MacWhirr, and MacWhirr is my boss, and they never let me forget it, which is great, and I love that about this. Dave, you set this up rather well.
Cool, thanks, Doug.
No problem. I am going to now I'll take my headphones off and let somebody else go on.
Yep. So great. Okay, MacWhirr, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. All right, now everybody else is gone. So my character is MacWhirr. I am the union supervisor, and my secret agenda is that I believe that these monsters are a scourge sent by God, and we are all God's sacrificial lambs. I may not intend to escape alive, but to make sure that God's beasts get their sacrifices before offering myself. Yeah, so my buddy is Holroyd, who I think hates Weyland-Yutani as much as I do. And my rival is Hirsch, because I'm pretty sure he's a company stooge.
Cool. Excellent, thank you. Okay, next up. Okay, Holroyd, do you want to give us the lowdown on your character? Hey, Josh, your mic is off, I think, Josh.
Got it. How about now?
That's good. Excellent.
All right. So company agent. Got a hidden agenda going on here. My buddy is Brierly, who we don't have anyone playing that character, but my rival is MacWhirr.
Cool. Do you want to say a little bit about your agenda?
Yes.
And what it means, so the listeners can enjoy the fun.
Okay, so let's see. This doesn't really say on this sheet here, but I know
it's probably on the email I sent you. So
yeah,
so you're the android.
Correct.
Yep, you're a Weyland-Yutani android, and news of this leak can't be allowed to escape. So unfortunately, as much as you might like everybody else, you can't allow them to survive.
Correct. And I have a cool ability, manipulate, where I can pass on my damage to a character next to me.
Yes, you have a very interesting talent that allows you to use your manipulate skill to try and direct an attack that's coming to you onto somebody else, as long as they're close enough to you.
So alien, kill that guy, and then we're good.
It's kind of like you sort of step out of the way at the last moment. And
Exactly.
Yeah. Brilliant. Cool.
Awesome.
Okay, last one up. Singleton. Alan.
All right. I'll be playing Singleton. He's a tractor driver and shuttle pilot. Lives and works on Hadley's Hope. And you want us to go over our agendas and everything?
Yeah. Just so everyone else knows what's going on in the background.
I hate those Wayland Yutani corporates. And I know they're secretly infiltrating our space with androids designed to replace us, all in the name of profits. And I'm out to prove there's an android and reveal it.
Cool.
Yeah, should be fun.
Excellent. Good stuff. Right then. Everybody else can come back in if they're looking. Okay. Do we have everybody back?
Yes. Okay.
Good.
Right. Okay, good. Well, 4 days ago, a prospector called Russ Jordan came back to the base infected with something. He died subsequently, and some strange snake-like alien parasite thing burst from his body and disappeared into the guts of the base. Since then,
It's probably fine.
Since then, the civil marshal and his volunteer militia have had no luck catching this thing. And it seems that more people have become infected. The situation has started to get worse. There have been unconfirmed reports, seemingly unbelievable, that some people have died, and there might be many more of these creatures running around than there were before. Some colonists have even disappeared, but you think perhaps they've skipped off to one of the processes to wait this crisis out. Supervisor Simpson has called for calm, requesting that all personnel not hunting these aliens lock themselves in their quarters, but it's only a request and nobody's really followed it. For you are the Union Band. You all have an instrument on your character sheet. You enjoy practicing, and whilst you've got nothing better to do, you've gone out to the west airlock, where you're allowed to practice in the ready room, which is on level 1 of the map. And you have yourself a bit of a practice session. Now, when you practice, you got banished out there by Simpson because there were many complaints about all the noise you were making practicing closer to the main base. But when you go out there, to stop yourselves being interrupted and disturbed by them, you always disconnect the PA system and the tannoy. So you've had yourself a really nice practice session, whiling away a bit of time, waiting for the kind of unprofessional, pathetic, useless civil marshal and his troops to finally find these snake things. And you finish that, and you reconnect the tannoy, ready to go back. You're packing your instruments away, and as you reconnect the PA system, suddenly you get a blast of a message. This is Supervisor Simpson. The outbreak is getting worse, and I've ordered a full lockdown. All personnel must return to their quarters and seal yourselves in. Don't open your doors until you receive further instructions. I repeat, this is Supervisor, and then it cuts off. Now, one thing that you discussed before was something that Hirsch had overheard. Now, Hirsch is a cleaner, and he goes around working out in the offices, and he'd heard those better than thou Wayland Yutani types talking about a secret shuttle that they had stashed away somewhere. Some kind of special transport just for the senior corporates to get away if there's any kind of problem on the base. Hirsch has also heard the two people who have the codes to access that shuttle and to make use of it are two of the senior Wayland Yutani corporates. One is called Reynolds, Administrator Reynolds, and one is the doctor, Dr. Comiskey. So why should the corporates get away and leave you to face this bloody mess? You've all agreed that if things get worse, which they seem to just have, you ought to find this secret shuttle and get the hell out of Dodge. All you need to do is find either Administrator Miranda Reynolds or Dr. Theodora Comiskey, get one of their key cards with the launch codes, and get them to tell you where the shuttle is. So why can't you get away alive instead? over to you guys. You are in the level 1 west lock and storage area.
Do we want to show the map?
It might be useful to,
Yeah, let's
to look at the map. Yep.
let's show the map here real quick. We're level 1, right?
I just want everybody to know that I play the trumpet.
Excellent.
I play the keyboard.
So this is where
Guitar.
we're at. We're at the point where the heart is. Is that where?
Yeah,
where
the
we're
little
at?
heart is us. See, I'm
Yep.
gonna move it around so you can
Excellent.
see. That's us.
Excellent. All right. So yeah, so I'm going to tell everyone that I've overheard.
Wait. What
What's
instrument do you play?
I play the saxophone.
Are we a jazz band?
I think so.
We might be.
Piano, guitar, trumpet, sax. We're a jazz band, guys.
We're a jazz band.
That's awesome.
So excited.
So I'm going to tell everyone about the fact that I overheard there's a secret shuttle. Pretty much everything that you just said, and let's get the hell out of here.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Those Utani corporate types, they like to hide stuff from little people like us.
Yeah, they do, Singleton.
Yep.
As you're there to like mulling this over in the sudden silence because the tannoy has gone completely dead, you hear in the distance through the sort of the guts and the piping and everything, so you can't tell where it's coming from, what sounds like a gunshot and a scream that then cuts off suddenly.
Oh, I'm gonna have to clean that mess up.
Hey, maybe the worker uprising's finally begun. All y'all, we should get over there.
I agree.
Now-
We should see what's going on.
Everyone, let's not panic. They wanted us to retreat to our quarters
Of course, that's what they want.
and wait for further instructions.
Yeah. So that
What are you, a sheep?
Hey, I'm a company man. I tend to follow
Yeah.
orders.
Yeah, corporate guy. Yeah, no. Singleton, what do you think about this guy? Yeah, he knows where this. I bet he knows where this secret shuttle is because he's corporate.
Oh,
What are you going to interrogate me now?
I'm so sorry because you're my rival, apparently. I just put that together. All y'all, I think maybe we should have a Holroyd here a few questions about what he done and doesn't know.
Yeah.
Holroyd, if you knew where the shuttle was, you would tell us, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
No, he wouldn't. He's a corporate. He's not like Singleton and me. He
Whoa!
Hold on. If I knew anything that was going on, why would it be down here jamming out with you guys?
Instead of getting off of this planet.
I mean,
because no one else lets you.
if anything wrong was
with
going
them.
on that I knew of, I would be out of here, with every other corporate person that's leaving this rock.
Maybe they don't like you.
It's, you know what? I wouldn't put it past them.
Seems to be going around.
All right, well, we're not going to get anywhere standing out here arguing. We need to go we need to get out of this lock and go
MacWhirr,
figure out what's going on.
Always trying to boss us around, just like normal. All right, hey Singleton, let's go find this. Let's go find this show.
I don't know where you got the impression that you and I are like two peas in a pod, but we're not.
Well, how about we compromise then? How about we compromise and we head in?
There is no compromising in the face of our corporate overlords.
Am I the only one who heard the gunshot?
No.
Am I the only one who heard that?
No, I heard it.
All right, then we need to stop arguing and we need to start moving.
That makes sense. Whirlybird speaks the truth.
Yeah.
Inside the ready room of the airlock where you are, and it's called an airlock, but outside the air is breathable. There are a number of sort of discarded items lying around. If you're interested.
Yes.
Sure.
I would like to find something like a gun.
Something like a gun.
Did you say you play the trumpet?
Maybe not actually a gun. Maybe like that really bad episode of Babylon 5 where he makes a gun out of a pipe.
I mean, I will settle for an actual gun. Happily, even.
There aren't any guns lying around.
See, that's
here.
what I thought.
There are two discarded environment suits, which are quite heavy, but they might give you a bit of sort of padding. There is in one of the cupboards. There's a motion detector alongside a very large rock hammer, and then there's some sundry clothing, sort of wet weather clothes.
I'm actually pretty strong.
Yeah, so am I. I think I want to take the rock hammer.
Okay.
I'll take one of the suits.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I am no good with technology if it doesn't move. If it flies or drives, I'm awesome. But if it's like handling something like a computer, I got nothing for you. So.
I guess I'll take the motion tracker then.
Okay.
I can carry the other suit. Is there like a pipe or a 2x4 or anything?
No, not really. This lock isn't used very much.
That's fair.
This is just the discarded gear of the last people who came through.
All right, I'll just take the hammer from Hirsch when he does. It's fine.
Okay. So yeah, Hirsch, on your character sheet, you might note down the rock hammer.
Sure.
And note it down under the weapons at the bottom in the middle. And it's got a bonus of +1 and damage of 2.
All right.
And then the motion detector has a power of 4. And we'll come to how that works when you decide to use it for the first time.
Okay.
I'm going to take out my chamois leather and chamois off the hammer so it's spotless before I start using it.
Cool. This game does have a dynamic called story points, which you get awarded a story point by me if I'm feeling generous for really good role playing or doing your agenda really well. And then you get to spend that instead of making a roll. You can say, I'm spending my story point, and that gives me a 1 success in effect instead of making a die roll. But I'm not going to give out any yet, but keep role playing the way you're going, guys, and you might get some.
You almost made it, Doug. There's that tantalizing right there. And
No, that's all right. That's all right. Now I know what Dave's looking for.
But I do see the 3 metagaming simply to get story points, so that won't work.
All right, so if we heard a gunshot, I think Hirsch needs to go first because he's got the hammer.
Sure, I'll go first. I don't care.
Right. You can't, I'm just gonna let you know though, if we're going somewhere and we're afraid something might be down the hall, if you're standing in front of me while I'm trying to use a motion tracker, you're going to mess me up.
Why do we need a motion tracker?
Yeah. Are you going to motion track the bullets as they come flying in?
I'm just saying, for future reference, I don't know what's happening out there.
I assume someone got shot.
All right. Go ahead. We'll go see if somebody got shot. It didn't sound good.
I heard a shot and a scream. I think it's pretty incontrovertible evidence somebody got shot.
Or
either
something.
way, I'm going to stand out of the way. I've donned the padded suit. I'm just going to take up the rear. I'm not strong. I don't handle weapons very well. I'm just a company man.
Hey, look at that.
I'm not into,
Singleton.
the fighting and all that stuff. That's you guys. That's what you do. I'm a paper pusher and the best guitar on this rock.
Because you're the only guitar.
Exactly.
And it's pronounced guitar.
Guitar. Okay. I'll make note of that. Hold on. Let me write that down. Guitar. Can you spell guitar for me?
All right. As they're, I'm going to open the
okay,
and head down towards. So
we're moving down this hallway.
Yeah.
And it looks like it goes down and connects to the commercial offices.
Yep, it does. So
I mean, based on the layout of this base, and we're on level 1, which is the ground level, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
It looks like I'm gonna look at level 2 real fast. So it looks like the only way to get from the corporate offices to like the other parts is to go up a level because these other pathways are a level up, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So if we heard the scream, it's either on our level or I assume the level above the corporate offices.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem logical that it would be like 2 levels up and over and like,
right.
The maintenance bay.
Right. Somewhere nearby.
Oh, there's a basement. Sorry, there's only 2 levels in the basement.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, so it could be below us.
So where are we going to go first?
I'm trying to think.
Just going to head down this hall?
if you're thinking of trying to find your way off the base, then you need to find either Administrator Reynolds or Dr. Comiskey,
All
Right.
right.
if that's what you want to do. So if you want to go and investigate the gunshot, then that's fine. Entirely up to you guys.
Do we know where? Do we know where their offices are?
Yep. So Administrator Reynolds has got an office in the commercial block on the upper floor. It's the office, but in the northeast corner
Of the commercial block.
of the commercial block. Yep, on the second floor.
Which way is up north on this map?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Dr. Comiskey is often found in medical, obviously, which is in the upper floor of E block.
Which conveniently is right with the morgue.
It's a short journey from medical to the morgue when the doctor gets it wrong. So
Let's just cut this movie to the chase and just head to the morgue, guys. They all end up there anyway. All right.
All right.
I mean, I don't feel the need to leave. So
Not until we figure out what's going on here.
yeah, I mean, a gunshot in and of itself does not indicate we should just all abandon the planet. So,
Sure. Well, I'm with Singleton on this. Let's go.
okay, so where are you trying to head to? What's your first destination?
Heard.
Are you
So-
going to the C block, the commercial block, and then going upstairs there?
If a person got shot,
The problem is
And
the
they're
shot rang through the
Right.
pipes and everything, so you can't really identify where it came from.
no,
Okay.
I'm thinking if somebody did get shot and they're not dead, they're going to the doctor, and if they did get shot and they are dead, they're going to the morgue, which is by the doctor.
Maybe we'll go see
Let's go see the doctor.
Go the doctor's direction.
I mean, that seems like
And
the best place to go.
yeah, and then we can also ask the doctor about the shuttle.
Right. So this is the first stairway is right to get to the second level is right there. Is that correct?
Yep, there is one. Yep, almost
Alright.
straight out of.
There.
Yep. So where the heart is now, where you are now, that's a stairwell going upwards to the second floor.
Why not
Okay.
go all the way down the hallway to the stairwell?
So I need to now you're moving, and I assume you're moving relatively sort of quietly. You're not making a lot of noise.
Yeah, no.
I need a mobility roll from the member of the team who's got the lowest mobility skill.
Oh my.
I've got a 1 in mobility and then 3 in agility. So
So yeah, your skill is adding those two together. So yours is 4, then Doug.
Mine is 4 as well.
Okay.
I've got a 7.
Okay. So one of you with 4, you need to roll. Choose between you who's going to roll, but you need to roll a mobility roll. And this is basically showing how well you as a group managed to move.
Josh, do you want to roll that?
No. Somebody who is not Josh should roll.
That's why I chose Josh.
I know.
But I'm using your dice, Alan. So
Josh
That
rolled
hasn't
it.
helped you yet in any of our other games.
Would you roll, Josh? Would you roll?
let's see. Do I just total them all up?
No,
Yeah,
you just
so
roll
roll
up
it.
for 6s.
Tell me how many 6s you got.
None.
Okay. Now, that's a fail. If you wanted to try again, you can push the roll, which means you get to re-roll all those dice.
Okay.
But by doing that, you will take 1 extra die, which is a stress dice.
Yep.
And obviously a 1 on that dice means that you might panic.
Okay.
But a 6 on that dice is a success, though. So
Okay. I'm gonna push then.
okay.
Taking a stress die.
Yep.
Rolling. Oh my god. That's a 1 on the stress die, and then yeah.
This is on you, Doug.
I know.
So,
These
Doug,
are these
now
are
you've-
unbalanced dice there, Mr. Allen.
So now you've panicked a little bit. What you do is roll a d6 and add the number of stress that you've got. So you've got 1 stress at the moment. So roll d6, add 1, and tell me what your total is.
Do I roll that 1 stress or just the 1d6?
Any dice. So it's basically it's d6 plus the number of stress dice you have.
Okay, so it's 2 plus 1 is going to be 3 total.
Okay, you're a bit jittery, but you're okay. I mean, this place is since that gunshot on the screen, this place is silent. It's totally, unnaturally silent. There's no movement of people. There's no intercom chatter. There's nothing. It's absolutely silent. And you are this doesn't feel right, and you're getting a bit jittery, but you're okay.
Okay.
Okay, you move down the corridor and you go up the stairwell into C2. Yeah, you can hear some sort of skittery noise in the guts of the base around you, but it doesn't seem very close. You know there are rats in the systems here, but this doesn't sound like a rat. But it's not really close, so it's you don't know what it is, but there's definitely something unusual there. You come up. So who's leading? Who's first?
I think we determined Hirsch was first, right?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yep. Okay, Hirsch, you get to the top of the stairwell first. You look out on the corridor, and out to the right, you can see the door to Administrator Reynolds' office. And that door is a sliding door, but it's about 8 to 10 inches open, but stuck open. And you can see inside. You can't see a lot, but the room looks a bit messy, as if it's been messed up.
Okay.
Almost, imagine if somebody had done a quick burglary of your house. It looks a bit like that disheveled kind of look to it from where you are at the moment.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at Reynolds' office. It's such a mess. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Oh my gosh. Hey, y'all, let's see if Reynolds is in here, and I'm gonna go in and check out the office a little bit more.
Okay. Oh, the rest of you following?
I'm going to stand outside the room.
Okay.
Just in case.
Sure, I'll follow. It looks a little bit more than just messy. This
yeah,
looks looks like something happened in here.
MacWhirr, you don't ever have to clean this mess up. You don't ever clean the messes up. You always have guys like me do it. So you don't care.
Mm-hmm,
you don't care.
Yep.
So
okay.
Oh, look at this mess. Man, okay, it's gonna take me hours.
When you get to the door, the place is a bit of a shambles. There is a desk on the far side. Normally the chair is on the opposite side looking towards the door, but it's currently facing away at the moment. There's a big window at the far side, a big window along the left-hand side, out of which you can look across the base. There's somebody in the chair, but it looks like they're kind of like head forward asleep. But you can see splatters of what looks like something red on the window in the way the chair is looking.
Ugh.
Hirsch, this isn't a normal mess.
Well, is that right?
You also notice on the right-hand side, up on the ceiling, there is a ventilating shaft, and it's only about a foot and a half wide. The cover for that has been knocked off and is lying on the floor in a bit of a crumpled mess.
I'm shocked.
Can I identify that that's Reynolds?
You can if you go up and around and have a look.
Yeah,
it's a high back chair, so you can just see the top of the head sort of leaning forward.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my rock hammer and I'm gonna kind of poke at them and see if it's actually them. Okay,
are you going to MacWhirr?
What's it?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. As you walk around, you can start by smelling it. Actually, there is a horrible iron kind of smell.
I'm gonna have to clean this all up.
The person in the chair does look like it probably is Reynolds, except for the fact you can't see about her forehead and the top of her head because it's a gaping hole. There is a lot of blood down across her clothes and on the floor. She's definitely dead. Both MacWhirr and Hirsch, you take a stress die, please.
Yay.
It's pretty grim. You've got no idea. It doesn't look like a gunshot wound. It is absolutely disgusting. You can see she does have her key card on a lanyard around her neck, but it's obviously covered with grime and gore.
Bits.
Yeah, that doesn't faze me. I'm just gonna take it and rip it off her.
So I'm outside in the hallway with
Holroyd.
I'm gonna sidle over to the door. Hey, all y'all, what's going on in there?
It's not good. Reynolds is dead.
Doug, you take an extra die of stress.
Okay.
This key card is, you've had to flick her brain and stuff off it. It's absolutely disgusting.
Ugh, man.
Oh.
I'm gonna take my chamois and clean up the card a little bit.
Okay, Doug, have a story point for that.
Oh yes.
Well, I ain't too heartbroken that one of our corporate overlords bit it. But did he shoot himself perchance?
Well, I'm gonna look around and see what I can determine what might have
I
happened
am
here.
not going in the room to investigate, by the way.
That's fine. I would like to look around and try to figure out what might have happened, since it doesn't look like a gunshot wound. What is happening here?
Okay. You can make an observation roll.
All right.
Amanda. So that will be observation plus your relevant attribute.
Yep.
Total dice. Yeah.
And my stress die.
And your stress die. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I did roll a 6, but I got a 1 on my stress die.
Okay, so that doesn't automatically mean you failed. It means you can't push that die roll.
Okay.
So roll a d6 and add 1 for your stress to see how badly you panic.
That would be a 7 altogether.
Oh.
Okay. That was as bad as it could have been under the circumstances. There is quite a lot of mess here, and you'll sort of find yourself stepping in a bit of pool of blood. You start to twitch. Your stress level goes up by 1. So take another stress die.
Yay.
And Hirsch, you're in the room. You can see her reacting, and you take an extra stress die as well.
Okay.
It looks as if her head has been smashed with something. You can't tell whether it's an iron bar or a hammer or something else, but it's definitely been smashed in. There's no weapon around that you can see.
Mhm.
There's quite a lot of, the place is an absolute
Singleton,
horrible.
what's going on in there?
All right, we need to get out of here. There's nothing else that we need in here. This is whoever did this is gone, and we just need to get out of here. This is awful.
I got the key card, so hopefully we can get some directions on where we need to go get out of this place. Because if it's going to be like this, I don't want to be the person ending up cleaning up all these offices.
So Amanda, you do find something else. So roll 1d6 and tell me what you roll.
I got a 4.
Very unhelpfully, you find a spool of electrical wire just in one of the drawers, but also on the desk you find what looks like a little hand communicator.
Oh.
And there's a little light on it blinking as if someone's trying to communicate into it.
Hello?
Reynolds, is that you?
Reynolds is indisposed. This is MacWhirr. Who is this?
Well, put Reynolds on. I need to talk to Reynolds urgently.
No, I mean very indisposed. Something bad has happened here.
Reynolds are you telling me she's dead?
Yep.
Oh, there's no hope of rescue now.
Wait, what? Who is this? What's going on here?
It's Comiskey.
Oh, Comiskey. Okay. Where are you?
I'm trapped in medical. Help me.
Trapped?
Yeah,
how are you trapped? What's going on?
I'm locked in. I'm locked in the quarantine booth. Help me. And it goes dead.
What kind of idiot locks themselves in a quarantine booth?
Somebody who's trying to quarantine themselves from something.
Okay, I need another mobility roll, please, from one of you who's got the lowest skill. I think 4 of you had 4, didn't you?
Yeah, we'll let Amanda roll this time.
Amanda's not rolling any better than Josh is. And I also have 2 stress now.
Yep, so you need to roll both your stress dice with this as well, yeah.
Hey. All right. Well, I failed, but I didn't get any ones, so.
Okay. You could choose to push if you wanted to. But obviously, every time you push, you gain an extra stress die. So
I'm not doing that.
It's quite wise. It's wise to pick and choose your moments when you push. Yeah, okay.
I'm not doing that. We can just bang our way down this hall because.
So you've been in this room.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
That wouldn't be the time and the place, though, would it? I mean,
not really. No.
You've been in this room for a few minutes now. You've been talking and doing stuff. You hear that noise that you heard before in the guts of the base, it sounds louder.
Not the gunshot and the scream, but like the
Nope.
rat sounding thing.
The rat sounding thing that doesn't. You've heard rats before. It doesn't sound like rats.
Right.
You definitely hear a bit more frenzied, a bit quicker. Definitely a little bit closer. But again, you don't know. It's just coming from the vents in the ceilings, so you don't know where. You can't really pin it down.
Y'all, maybe we want to head up to medical. It's right by the command center, and I think that's where they keep all the guns.
That's probably not a bad idea.
I assume that's where they keep all the guns.
So, sorry, Singleton, did you go into the room at all for?
No.
No. Okay.
Emphatically no. All right, so it looks like if we're heading to medical, which is that the consensus, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Before you leave the room,
Ooh.
you hear a loud buzzing sound from the intercom on the wall, and it's biz, 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 biz. Really someone sort of persistently pressing the button trying to communicate in. It's creating a lot of very aggressive noise in the room.
Is there any way to respond to it, or is it just happening?
Yeah, it's kind of a call. You can press the button to talk to whoever's trying to come through.
Press the button.
What
is it?
It's a man. Over here, look through the window. Help me.
Wait, the window? What?
So you've got two big windows, one on the behind the desk and one on the left-hand side as you come in.
Mm-hmm.
And you can hear this person saying, look through the window. I'm in the bar.
Okay.
So you can all hear this.
Should we go help this guy, or?
Well, what do we see when we look through the window?
You look through the window. It looks out sort of northward across the base. Just opposite from you, 2 buildings down is Billy's Bar, that you know where it is. It's a building on its own that you have to go outside to get into it. It's 2-story building. In the upper window, you can see a bloke going, desperately trying to get your attention.
Do we know this guy?
You probably recognize him. Yeah. His name's Bryce. You don't know him particularly. He's a mechanic.
Just another worker bee.
Oh, it's Bryce. Yeah, those are
Bryce. No, we're not rescuing a Bryce. Sorry, Bryce.
He says, "I'm trapped. There's something outside trying to get in," and you can hear over the intercom a quiet kind of noise.
Okay, well, I mean, y'all, we can split up.
I wouldn't recommend that. Bryce, we have something else we need to deal with over here. I don't think we can get to you that quickly. Just barricade the door.
I've done that.
Find something to defend yourself with.
Oh God, how can you defend against these things? They're enormous.
Wait, what? I thought they were like little worm things.
He's like, come on, help me.
They're enormous.
That doesn't make sense.
As you're sort of looking out the window doing this, the door to the room inexplicably starts to close.
The room
No, stop it, Singleton, help me.
Oh,
okay. I don't want to get out of this room then before I get trapped in it.
Y'all get out of there.
So the door is shut. With I'm guessing Holroyd and Singleton are outside and MacWhirr and Hirsch are inside.
Yeah.
And I'm frantically like trying to punch in stuff on the keypad and
Y'all, I don't want to be stuck out here with this one.
I don't want to be stuck in here with this one.
Okay, Holroyd, did you want to make a contact roll if you're trying to open the door then?
Yes. All right. You say contact?
Contact, yeah.
Oh, contact. Okay.
Contact, yeah, sorry.
4, 5, 6, 7, so plus my stress die. Oh gosh, I hope enough dies, 2 6s.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of work on the door and the door starts to open again.
I'm gonna like wedge in there and push it open, and try to hold it open.
Yeah, okay. Still over the intercom, the guy's going, Bryce is going, help me! And you
Well,
can
now
hear,
we're trapped in here, Bryce. Sorry, we're kind of busy.
Yeah, Whirlybird, we got the door open. Get your ass out of there.
and you can hear
Right.
in the background of the intercom that the thumping has gone to. We'll just set my dog off downstairs as well. There is no barking if you can hear the dog. Sorry, my wife will kill me for setting her off. Anyway,
Oh
Kahl.
no.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna exit the room and
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
maybe
Okay.
we'll try to go help Bryce if we can.
No, we need to go to get to that doctor.
I would, yeah. The doctor seems like the priority.
I mean, I feel bad for Bryce, but we can only be in so many places at once.
I don't really like Bryce.
All right.
As you're leaving, you just hear the "Don't leave me."
Damn.
Okay, which way are you heading then, folks?
All right. So,
Oh,
You all lead the way.
hey,
right.
hold tight. I think we need to recalibrate.
Actually, can I get in the middle because there's
You
I
no
don't
longer
want
want to be rear guard. Come on.
but there's something behind us and we're going this way. I just want to sandwich in between at least two of you.
It's in a totally different building. You're fine.
I think we might want to recalibrate
Recalibrate what?
our course of action.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Well, if there are things outside that are
Mhm.
trying to get in to this base, we should probably make sure that they have no way to get in.
And they're big, according to Bryce.
Well, the
Yeah, which is
door-
also kind of weird because I thought they were like little worm things.
That is weird. The door to this room just tried to close. It might be that an automatic lockdown procedure is already happening.
They said that, right? When they told everybody to go back to quarters.
Right, but I'm saying that we're probably pretty well locked in here as it is.
All right.
That's my
That's
point.
true.
Like, it's going to be hard to get to the doctor if everybody's locked in.
Well, we got a key card now. Maybe we can override
What
it.
is it covered in?
I wiped it off as best I could.
You don't want to know, Singleton.
Your
Ugh.
chamois is very, very bloody now, though. Hirsch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure that the chip is clear so that it'll read.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it definitely.
You know, with that key card, we could just head downstairs to the garage and get out of here.
Yeah, we don't want to go outside where.
But we'd be in a vehicle and we could just leave.
All right, but there are other people here still. Bryce is probably a goner, but we can see what's going on with that doctor.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Poor Bryce. Sorry, Bryce. Sorry, not sorry. We have a good friend named Bryce, so that's why we're
Okay.
Yeah.
latching. That's why we're latching onto this, just in case you were wondering.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, let's should now that we know that they're bigger, should we try to like see if we can should we get this motion detector running so that we know that they're
Oh, sure. Let me.
Well, it also might tell us if there's any other survivors who need our help.
Exactly.
That's true. All right, MacWhirr, as much as I hate to say it, you can lead the way with this motion detector.
Oh, yes. My pleasure.
And since Holroyd is a yellow belly coward, he can be right behind.
Oh, come on, guys. Don't put me in the back.
No, right behind me. You're in the middle.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Ignores the insult.
Appreciate it.
And
Hirsch-
guys.
Hirsch and his giant
If
hammer
there's-
should be at the back.
Yeah, that's and then I put the hammer over my shoulder and
So-
I'm taking up the rear.
As we head off, I'm gonna get a couple
Right.
between us.
I'm guessing we're out in the hallway again. I'm
Yep.
manipulating the map
Yep.
now if people want to see. And we're gonna have to head down this way. Down here. Then I'll just take a second to load my changes. Yeah. So down to that
Yep.
corner.
Yep.
So as we
Are you activating the
I shall activate my motion detector. How do I do this?
okay,
How do I operate this thing?
It's an automatic success, but what you need to do is roll the number of dice that you've got equal to its power, which I think is 4.
Mhm.
and every one you roll reduces its power by 1. So you're just basically checking the battery, basically.
Right. Okay. And of course, I immediately roll a 1 because why wouldn't I?
Because we love to show off this game's mechanics. That's what we're doing. I hope Free League appreciates the fact that we're showing off this game's wonderful mechanics.
It has nothing to do with the fact that we're just cursed and we always roll poorly.
And the mechanics do give you a whole bunch of dice and then screw you over completely.
Right. Okay. So now I'm down to 3 on that.
Down to 3, yep. But you will get a reading. So how can I manipulate the map? So I should be able to put map, shouldn't I, for you?
Right. If you have the map open in the Google Slides, which I think you're in here, yeah, you should be able to put I'll put a character on the board for you, and you can move it where you need it.
Yeah, great. If you could stick 3 on.
All right. So I'm going to make 3 little rainbow shapes off to the side there, and then you should be able to move them around to wherever you want them. There you go. 3 little rainbows. They're right above the text up on the side.
Excellent. I see. Okay, right then.
I don't love that rainbows are the choice here. I just want to say that.
It's not a double rainbow. Right then. Yeah. So you get some ping.
No chasing rainbows, Singleton.
Okay.
Singleton already chases rainbows. He's a union man.
Yeah, if you just grab onto them with the
mess of this, so
that's okay. Well, I can probably fix that one. Hold on.
Okay.
There, I fixed that one.
Brilliant, thanks. Right, so you get a number of movement. So you get 1 in there. So you get 1 in medical or thereabouts.
Right.
You get 1 in C block or thereabouts. And you get the last one in the location of the morgue. That doesn't show up terribly well because it's me mucking around, but it made it go dark rather than light. But
okay,
basically, so the morgue on block E2 on the right hand side, you've got medical block E2 on the left hand side, and then you've got the east side of block C2 are your motion sense. That's what your motion detector senses.
Okay.
All right. MacWhirr, what do you got there for readings?
There's something outside the offices, but we're going away from there, so that should be all right. There's things moving around in medical, but I imagine at least one of them is, I forget the doctor's name. Comiskey. At least one of them is probably Comiskey. So I think the path is clear anyway. We'll just be cautious as we get closer to medical.
Okay, so you're going to head across the bridge into B block, are you?
Yes. So
yep.
Heading across the bridge.
Okay, there's a couple of bulkheads there. Now these bulkheads, they're not the heaviest doors in the world, but they're reasonably heavy, and they each have a sort of hexagonal window in them that's about 8 or 10 inches across that you can look through.
Okay.
So you can look through them before you open them. They look, the corridors look again as if there's been a panic here. There's sort of boxes and papers and stuff strewn around. It looks a bit of a shambles, but there's no people that you can see. There's nothing else that you can see. The lighting is dim. It's not on full brightness. It's obviously gone into some kind of emergency lighting, but it's still bright enough to see stuff. And I would like, please, another mobility roll from the least skilled person. Or
your turn.
Your turn to fail, Doug.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn, but I've got 3 stress, by the way.
Oh, maybe.
So I'm thinking Josh probably
maybe it's
is
Josh's
the best.
turn.
I have no stress. What is wrong with you people?
You weren't in the room for Brainapalooza, so.
2 6s that time.
Okay. Yeah, you think you've moved pretty quietly. You You step down this corridor. The bulkheads open. They always make a noise when you open them, but it doesn't seem too bad. You get to the far side of the bridge. You go through the bulkhead at the far end, and it's only then that you notice something back from where you came. Now, you didn't specify that you were closing the bulkheads behind you.
Nope.
No, because that would make sense. Of
That
course.
would be too sensible.
So
Why
as
would
you
why would we do that?
As you go through-
So, I just want to point out, I've been closing the bulkheads behind us.
Okay, that's fair enough. Just inside the last bulkhead. So on the far side of the bridge, just inside the second bulkhead you shut, one of the panels in the ceiling smashes in, and something dark and
I hit it with my trumpet.
sinewy drops down. So this is on the far side of the bridge. You are on the side by the B block. You're just going through the bulkhead on that side, so you can always shut that off. But this thing it's not the size of a snake. It's kind of the size of, well, it's bigger than a really big dog, but not quite as big as a man. And it sort of lands on its knees and slowly kind of unwinds itself as it stands.
It's a star. There you go.
You guys get an action before we go into initiatives. Oh, and also, sorry, everybody who sees this takes a stress die,
Yay!
including Singleton. Not so cool now, are we?
Now you have stress.
So you will get an action before this creature.
Like, can you move and do something as an action?
Yes. So each round, which lasts 5 to 10 seconds, you get 2 actions. One is a fast action, which is things like moving, drawing a weapon, picking up something, anything that's really quick. And you also get a slow action, which is slightly more complicated, which will be things like using a gun, using a terminal, that kind of stuff. You can use your slow action as a fast action if you want. So if you want to move twice, even though that's a fast action, you can obviously use your slow action.
I'm going to move to the other side of the bulkhead.
Yep.
And then use my slow action to close the bulkhead.
You can do that. Yep. I think you're probably all through the bulkhead, so that's fine.
Oh, we're all through the bulkhead?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't concerned either way, just so we're clear. Nope. Somebody's on the other side, that's their problem.
Cool, right. So you all get through as this thing begins to stand up and look down the corridor in your direction. So now it's initiatives. So normally, the way initiative will be done in Alien is you use a card deck of 1 to 10 and you hand them out. Obviously, we can't really do that. So what I would like you to do is roll a d6 and add your agility, and that will be your initiative for this action.
I have a 7.
6.
Got a 3.
So MacWhirr's 3. Holroyd was 6, was that?
Yep.
Doug?
I had 7.
7. And Singleton?
It's you roll 1d6 and add your agility, right?
Yep.
10.
10. Okay, so
5 agility.
Nice.
Singleton,
That's a good one.
you get to act first.
Is the door shut?
The door is shut, yeah.
Okay. Guess we go find the doctor, right?
Okay, you're leaving.
Yeah, I mean, the thing's on the other side of the door.
Yep.
I don't have a weapon.
Yeah, that's entirely appropriate thing to do in an
The
alien
door's shut.
game.
I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I'm going to go get the doctor.
Yeah, okay, cool.
He's probably the smartest man on this space, right? So,
Or at least he thinks he is.
well, if anybody that we know of is going to know what the hell this is, it's the doctor. Right?
True.
So, going to go to the doctor.
Okay. The next action is the aliens, and having seen you, it's charging down the corridor, and it's even though it's quite small, it's only about 5 foot tall. It seems to sort of almost climb up the corridor. It grabs the ceiling to help it move, uses its tail to push itself along, and it comes flying down the corridor towards you. If one of you could roll 1d6, please. So the way alien attacks work in this game, it's similar to Forbidden Lands. They have what are called signature attacks. So you roll a d6, and then that dictates what action it takes.
I
So
rolled a 6, Dave.
A 6. Okay, thanks.
Doug.
So I have a question. Is high bad or is high good for us? Like, how does this scale?
They're all quite bad, but high is 6. 6 is bad. Yeah.
Okay.
6 is probably the worst.
Yeah, I figured.
So it leaps upon the door almost as if it was prey, and it slams against it. Its jaws open, and a really strange silvery inner jaw comes out and punches the glass on the door, and leaves a horrible smear, but doesn't seem to do any damage. And it's there, kind of snarling through the window at you.
What the heck is this?
So the next action is Hirsch on 7.
I'm going to look at everybody and be like,
I'm already backing away.
What is this? Yeah, and I take
Singleton's already all the way down the hall.
I take my hammer and I'm turning around and I'm running as well.
Yep. Okay.
Dave, real fast. As I'm moving, if I see anything that looks like a club or a hammer or a weapon, I'm gonna grab it.
Yep. Okay.
If there's anything in the hallway that, like a broken chair leg or something, right? Like.
Yeah. Okay. Make an observation roll then, Alan.
I'll wait till my next turn. But that's
okay.
kind of what I'm
beginning of your next turn. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Next action is Holroyd on 6.
Holroyd is going to just kind of be in shock and awe. He's like really like I don't know what to do. I'm in this weird suit. I don't know how much protection I'm going to get from that thing, and just like start backing away while keeping an eye on the window. I mean, there's really nothing Holroyd can do, and try to get to the other. There's a bulkhead door behind us.
So if you go down the corridor into B block, B2, and turn right towards medical, there is a bulkhead down that corridor.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I want to back away towards that.
So far, Singleton would have got to that bulkhead.
Right.
Bulkhead. Okay, the next action is the aliens again, because they're so fast, they go twice. So could somebody please roll D6 for the alien attack again, please?
Do you want me to do it, or do you?
I got it.
All right.
I haven't rolled any dice this game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll let Alan do it.
6.
Okay. Again, it's there. It's still hanging on. It's looking at you through the glass, and its inner jaw is just punching at this glass as hard as it can. The glass begins to splinter and crack.
Oh no!
It is. MacWhirr, it's your action.
Okay, I'm not gonna back away slowly. I'm going to run down the hall.
Yep. Okay.
So now most of us should be at that bulkhead, right? I think Holroyd, you're still moving slowly. Yes.
So Holroyd is backing up slowly. Hirsch, were you backing up or running?
Yeah, I was running. I turned around with my hammer and I'm
ran. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 of you are at the bulkhead. Holroyd is sort of backing down the corridor a bit more cautiously, more slowly.
Bringing up the rear.
I think of Holroyd as that kid from the Christmas Story and the big they can't move.
Pretty much. That's what I'm thinking.
I can't put my arms down.
It's okay, guys. I got the padded meat suit on. I'll catch the first blow.
Okay, so the next round, Singleton, it's your action.
Do that observation roll.
Yep.
To see if I see anything.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I am not good at this. All right. I have to roll the stress die.
Yep.
And you roll your stress dice. Yep.
Okay. 3 6s on 3 dice.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think as you run down there, 3 successes. Okay, I'm going to give you this. You're running down the corridor. You see protruding from under the bottom of a box, what looks like the grip of a pistol.
I grab it.
Okay. It's a standard issue militia gun with 1 reload. What that means is you don't need to worry about counting bullets. If you panic when you shoot, that means you've basically just emptied the clip.
Sure. And I get 1 reload.
So yeah.
Okay. What's the bonus in the damage?
So the bonus for the where are we? It's the M4A3 pistol. Bonus is +1, damage is 1, range is medium, which is about 100 meters.
Got it.
Cool. The next action is the aliens again. So again, could somebody roll a d6, please?
Amanda, do you want to roll a d6?
Sure. Ha! Well, this time the alien only got a 1.
Gets a 1. Okay. You can hear it. It's trying. Yeah. Okay. It's hissing. I mean, it's frustrated. It's kind of stopped its attack. Holroyd, you're probably the only person who could see this.
Yeah.
And I think you have to make an immediate panic roll.
Okay.
It's basically looking at you and it's hissing at you, and it looks like it's saying, "I'm coming to get you."
Okay. So just roll the.
So roll a d6 and add the number of panic dice you've currently got.
Gotcha. 5.
5. Okay, you're okay. You're keeping it together. That's a pretty horrendous sight, but yeah, you're not quite panicking yet.
Okay. Guys.
Doug, Hirsch, it's your action.
I'm going to keep running past Singleton. I'm going to look and just kind of, I'll kind of keep an eye on him as I'm running by. But yeah, I want to put as much space between me and this thing as possible.
Okay, so you can run down the corridor that leads from Block B2 to Block E2, where the command center and the medical bay is. There is a bulkhead that you've gone past that leaves Block B, and there is also a bulkhead going into Block E. So you've got 2 bulkheads there between you and the alien if you want them. But yeah, you can run down and get as far as the door to medical, but you can't get in this round.
Okay. Can I? No, not everybody is in there. So yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it just like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Holroyd, it's your action.
Okay. At this point, I will get to the bulkhead door and kind of tell everyone it's coming. Go, 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 and get on the other side of the door and attempt to close it and lock it.
Yep. So closing is a fast action. Locking would be another fast action. So you've closed it this round, but next round you can lock it if you
Okay.
want. Okay.
So like I will tell them to go ahead and go, and I'll stay here and lock it.
Okay. It's the alien's action. You can hear us horrendous sort of high-pitched kind of noise as it's getting increasingly frustrated. You don't know how much damage or what it's doing to that door at the moment, but you can hear a lot of rending, thumping, screaming. It sounds very, very agitated.
Sorry, I got chill.
Okay, so it is now MacWhirr's action.
Yay. Okay. I'm also gonna just continue to run down the hall toward medical. That's as far as we can get, right? It's to that door.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
And we'll leave that there for now until everybody else goes. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as you're all running, the noise of the aliens begins to subside. You can hear the odd squeal, the odd thump, but you feel like it's stopped chasing you. It certainly hasn't come around the corner into B block.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly the base goes very quiet. And we're out of initiative.
Whew. What was that thing?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before.
Certainly wasn't a snake, that's for sure.
Not a snake.
No, it wasn't
100% not a snake. But we don't hear it anymore, so I'd like to check the motion detector again and see if we know where it went.
Yep. Okay, so again, make a roll for its battery. So it's 3 dice this time. Every one you get.
I rolled a 1 again.
Okay.
So now it's down to 2.
You've got it on the high brightness setting, obviously.
I guess I need to turn down my display brightness. I'm draining the battery here. All right.
Yep. So your star has moved. Oh, the star was for the alien, wasn't it?
Yeah, the star is the alien. So now we're all down here. Yes.
Yep. You're all by medical. The door to medical. Yeah.
Okay. So we're all down here.
There's still movement in medical. There's still
Okay.
movement in the morgue.
Okay.
That motion.
So now we'll only see. We'll see less of it, right? See less of what's going on.
And could you throw up another rainbow for me, please, Amanda?
Sure. I would love to give you
Of
another
course.
rainbow.
Very kind.
Here you go.
There it is. Yeah, cool. So that's what you see. There is the two movement that you'd seen before. There is a movement outside, and there is a movement in block B that you didn't see before. Block
Okay, and now we have no idea where the other creature is because we can't see it, so I'm going to delete that star so that it's not distracting us.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm seeing more things, more things, different places.
They must be surrounding us.
Well, or something. I'm not sure how reliable this thing is, so it's like smacking the side of it. I don't know if some of this was there earlier or what. It's already losing power.
All right, let's just get in the
Let's go see the
medical bay and we can regroup and figure out what we need to do.
Okay.
Okay, so the medical bay, the door open from the corridor opens up into what is a sort of large consulting room. Off to the right of that, there is a sort of storeroom and another room for the doctors to write out their notes. And at the back of that is where the quarantine booth is, which is a heavily protected area. It's got a big window, which is obviously very strong, and it's got a very heavy door that's electronically locked. The place is a total shambles. It looks as if it's been looted. People have been in here trying to loot whatever medical supplies they could with the crisis that's been building. It is, cupboards have been turned over, drawers have been pulled out of shelves, out of desks. It's an absolute mess.
You know, does nobody think that I have to come in here and clean this up afterwards? What the heck, folks?
I really don't think they care right now, especially if they saw more of those things that we just did.
Yeah, being honest, I don't care right now either.
Do we see Kaminsky anywhere?
So to get to the quarantine booth, you have to go round through the storeroom, and it's at the back of that. But you can easily do that.
All right.
Is there anything in the room that would help us? Can I take a look in the room and see if there's anything that
you can spend a few minutes searching if you want through the mess?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Right. Okay. We'll come back to you in a moment then. Who's going round to the quarantine booth?
I am.
Yep. And anybody else? No
I am.
volunteers?
You go for it. You go
Rolling
for it.
solo.
Singleton.
Okay. So was that? Sorry, Holroyd. Did you say you were going around as well?
Yeah, I will.
Just so I know where you are. Okay, Singleton and Holroyd, you go around the side. You come around and you see the big window. There is Dr. Kaminsky, Theodora Kaminsky. She is leaning against the window, sort of her head against the glass. You can see she's been crying, look of complete desolation and hopelessness on her face. But also you can see there is a slab inside there with what appears to be a dead man on it. You've got no obvious signs of injury, but looks pretty dead to you. There is a strange giant hand-like creature with a long tail lying on its back on the floor in there. Looks dead as far as you can tell. You haven't seen one of these before, but it's definitely weird. But also at the back of the quarantine booth, there are a couple of very wide glass tubes, specimen tubes, about 1.5 feet high, maybe 8 inches across. One of them has got what again appears to be a dead one of these hand creature things in it. The other one has one of these things that is most definitely alive as it's skittering about inside in the fluid. That's what you see.
Is there any computers next to these things? I want to try to, pull the information off of maybe find out what was exactly going on in this spot.
Okay, yeah, that'll take you a couple of minutes.
Okay.
But you can find a terminal there to try and access. Yeah.
Like knock on the window that she's leaning against.
Okay. You get a sense that this is very thick, soundproofed thing. She doesn't move at all. Her eyes are shut. But there is an intercom on the side that you can use. Okay.
Howdy.
She sort of jerks awake. He's sort of looking at you, but with a sort of 1,000-yard stare in her eye, kind of thing. She's let me out! Open the door! Let me out!
What's that thing in there with y'all?
You're pointing at the thing on the floor.
Yeah.
Or the person.
No, I don't care about the dead body. I care about the hand monster.
Okay. It's all right. It's dead. It's dead. You don't need to worry about it.
Huh. But the one out here looks live.
Well, well, let me out. Let me out. Will you let me out? She starts like banging on the glass, beginning to get a bit hysterical.
Come on, Singleton, let her out.
Look, we don't know what that thing is.
What thing?
Weird face disease.
Obviously, based on just looking at it, it killed that thing in there, and she got trapped in there with it while studying it. So let's get her out. We're here in medical. We can make sure she's fine, and then we can take her with us.
Okay, whilst you're having that conversation, Doug, can you make an observation roll for your search of the room?
So that is what do I use for that?
So I think it's wits.
Observation. Wits attribute is wits and observation. So that's 5. Okay. Plus my 4 stress dice. Wow, this is. I've got one success, but nothing on my stress.
Okay, so you, yep. I'll say roll another d6 then, please. See what you found.
A 4.
Okay, in amongst all the gubbins that are in here, there's a box that probably must have been left here by somebody. It's not medical supplies. Inside it, it's got a cutting torch, like a small handheld oxyacetylene torch used, that you'd normally find in the maintenance bay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna. Is it big enough to put?
Yeah, absolutely. You can carry it. Yeah, it's a handheld one. It's quite small.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take that. And I'll add it to my gear.
Yep, absolutely. Cool. MacWhirr, what are you doing whilst these things are going on?
I'm not really gonna bother looking around. I'm just kind of waiting for the others, but I am going to check the motion tracker again to see if anything is getting closer to us, because it's making me nervous.
Okay, yeah. Make another roll for the power on that.
All right. Well, the power did not decrease this time, so.
Okay. Right.
Still at 2.
So I'm now adjusting the map. So that's now, let's see. So
we need to get moving. Things are getting closer to us.
What do you? All the movement from outside are coming closer, or what?
Something's on the other side of the bulkhead, so we need to get out of here. I mean, unless you want to go out there and see if it's a person.
Yeah,
it could be another survivor.
Let's go talk to this. Let's go talk to this doc about this shuttle that we heard about.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
I'm going to
but quickly
release the lock on the door and let her out.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, the door opens. As soon as it does, she sort of staggers out and falls into her arms. She looks very weak, and is very obviously been in some level of shock. Oh, thank you so much. Get me out of here. Let's go quickly. But she needs kind of holding up. She's very weak.
I'll assist her. Can one of you give me a hand here? I'm pretty sure Singleton's not going to.
I will. Are MacWhirr and I? Have we come around and are we part of that scene yet?
Yep. You're in the same complex, so you're not far away. You're very close. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna take a moment and like look around and look at everything, and then I'll slowly help Holroyd with the dock.
Yeah. Okay. Can I have somebody make a mobility roll again, please? Now it was 4 dice for the lowest one.
Oh boy.
But it's at -1 die because Comiskey is making a bit of a noise.
Do you want to roll that, Josh?
Sure, I can do that for you. Now I rolled a stress die as well, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, you do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nothing on the stress die and 1 6.
Okay, you can hear. There's definitely movement again in the kind of the guts of the base again. Just sounds like things are rattling through the tunnels and the ducts and the tubes around you. It sounds quite big, relatively close, but it doesn't seem to be getting louder or coming directly for the medical.
Okay. Trying to hush the good doc. You know, shh. Quiet.
We need to get out of here. Where's
Doc.
the shuttle?
Doc, where's this shuttle we heard about?
Doc said, "Yeah, I can take you to it. Just take me to my office. Get me to my office quickly."
Okay.
Where's your office?
So you know that her office is in this block, E block, but on the ground floor, and it's in the northeast corner.
Got to get downstairs.
Why don't they put your office next to your lab?
Because that would be too easy.
We need to talk to them about the layout of this structure.
So is that the stairs over in the corner of the hallway? Like down in the...
So there's a set of stairs in the bottom right hand.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Corner. Yeah, the one. Yeah, that takes you down to the south airlock.
Okay.
And there is a set of stairs. Or the other set of stairs is all the way back in B block.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go down the nearest set.
Yep. Okay.
So if we go out into this hallway, I saw motion on the motion detector getting closer on the other side of the bulkhead. Is there anything we see out in this hallway?
No, the bulkhead is shut and you can't see anything.
Oh, I don't know how well this thing is working, but I don't like it. Let's just get out of here quickly.
I agree. Let's go.
Wait.
Okay,
That thing says there's something here, right?
Well, it did. I can check again, but just a minute ago it said there should be something on this side of the bulkhead, but there's nothing there.
Can I have you all? The person with the highest observation skill gets to do an observation for the group.
Oh, sorry.
I only have 4.
I've got 5.
I've got 5 as well.
Okay, so Hirsch or MacWhirr, either of you do a observation roll, please.
MacWhirr, I've got 4 stress, so I
Oh
don't know how
my.
much stress do you have?
3.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll it. Whoops, one of them escaped my tray. Let me get that back in there.
Oh no.
Okay. This is either really good or really bad.
I didn't roll any successes, but I rolled 3 1s, all on my
Okay.
stress die.
Right, okay.
All on the stress dice.
I just shoot MacWhirr.
Okay. So what happens here now, MacWhirr, is you have to roll for panic 3 times, which is
God.
D6 plus 3, and take your worst result.
Oh boy, okay.
Why is it D6 plus 3? Is that because of her?
Because I have
Yes.
3 stress.
Her panic score.
Yeah.
So the worst of those is an 8.
Okay. You're sort of just outside medical on the corridor with everyone gathering to head downstairs and go south down the corridor. As you start to step in that direction, you get a sense of a very deep, almost ultrasound hissing of something evil and malevolent down the corridor. You can't really pinpoint where it is. You failed your observation roll, but there's something there and it knows where you are. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All your skill rolls using agility are now at -2.
Oh boy.
And yeah, you think there is something to the south, but are you just being paranoid? I mean, you failed your roll, so who knows?
I don't care there's something down there. It may not be right in front of us, but there's something down there. There's something coming at us.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, let's get out of here.
You, Hirsch, stay behind us and keep an eye out. You stay in the back and keep watch while we get out of here.
All right, so I'll turn around and I'll face the south, but I'll have my hammer out.
Well, you mean face north?
Or
We're
face
heading
north.
south.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you walk down the corridor. Everything is really silent. Nobody else can hear anything. Was it all just in MacWhirr's mind? What's going on? You get around the corner to the stairwell. The stairwell takes you down to the ground floor of Block E. And the stairwell brings you out into a large airlock ready room again, similar to the one in the West Lock where you normally practice. It's quite high ceilinged. There's a lot of gear, a lot of kit here, a lot of lockers and stuff. Yeah, but it seems to be empty.
Could I do a search just to find whatever items?
Yeah, you can have a look around if you like. So yeah, make an observation roll then, please, Josh.
Yeah.
But I think also on this occasion, I would like everybody to make an observation roll, please.
Okay. I got 1 success, no stress.
Okay. So roll 1d6, Josh.
Okay.
And let me know what you get.
A 1.
Okay. Yeah, very quick, quite easy. See, you just see on the wall a medical kit, like an emergency medical pack that hasn't been taken by anybody else.
Okay. I will go ahead and take that.
Okay. Right. So the outcome of those observation rolls, please, everybody. Did anybody succeed, fail?
I got.
Go ahead.
I got 1 success with no stress.
Okay.
I got 0 success, but I got 1 stress.
Okay.
No success, no stress.
Cool. Okay. And Holroyd, you weren't able to look because you're too busy looting the medical pack.
Yeah.
Okay. Hirsch, I need you to make a panic roll, please.
So I add 1 to this score.
So you add 1 point for every die of stress that you have. So if you've got 4 stress, you roll d6 and add 4.
8.
8. Okay. You start to tremble uncontrollably. I think you probably see it first. What you think, those of you who afterwards survive long enough to think back on it, is that you've been being stalked for quite some time. And the hissing that you kind of didn't hear but did hear was something getting ready to lie in wait for you. And as you're in the ready room, part of the equipment on the wall just seems to start to uncurl itself.
Oh.
The arms sort of come out, and it looks similar to the thing you had before, but it's bigger.
Oh, boy.
No.
Way bigger. Hirsch, you see it. You start to tremble uncontrollably looking up at it. This is some kind of demon from hell that it should never exist in the real world. Doug, you take -2 to any rolls with agility from here on.
Okay.
And the creature attacks one of you. So I'm going to roll a d6, and it'll be 1 for Hirsch, 2 for MacWhirr, 3 for Holroyd, 4 for Singleton, and I'll re-roll the 5 or 6.
I think out of 5 or 6, it should attack the doctor.
That's a reasonable point, actually. Yeah. I hate it when my players make a reasonable point. So it's attacking Singleton.
Whoa!
No, I did actually roll a 5, so the alien will attack the doctor. So if somebody could roll a d6 for the alien's attack on the beast just drops down onto in the direction of the doctor.
I suppose because I'm the one who got the doctor attacked, I should roll it. I rolled a 6.
6.
I'm not rolling for the alien ever again.
Oh, come on.
It lands in front of you. It lands in front of Holroyd as well, who's holding the doctor up. It seethes, its mouth, its jaws begin to pull back. It reaches down, its jaw opens, and that inner jaw that you saw trying to smash the door down with the other alien lashes out and takes her in the face. And the doctor jerks and falls, blood splatters, and she lands on the ground. Dead before she hits the ground. I think Holroyd, because you were holding her, you take a stress for that, mate.
Okay, yep.
You're basically now splattered with her blood and brain. This thing was obviously really close to you. It could almost have gone for you at the same time. It's now initiative rolls, please, everybody.
Yay.
11.
Yep.
Do I still modify my agility -2?
Yes, you do now for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a 4.
Okay. MacWhirr?
I also got a 4.
4. And Holroyd?
I got a 9.
Okay. And the creature. Okay, so Singleton, you get to act first.
I shoot the damn thing.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So it's a ranged combat roll. So what you can do is use your fast action to aim if you wish.
Okay. What does
Now
that give me?
that will give you 2 extra dice on your attack roll.
And the bonus from the gun is an extra die I roll already.
Yeah, absolutely. So it would be your ranged attack skill. It will be your relevant stat, which I guess is agility.
Yeah.
It will be +1 for the gun.
Hang on.
Plus-
I need to get more dice.
And +2 for aiming. But that's basically your action. You basically take aim and then you fire, and that's your slow and fast action both used up.
No, I'm not going to aim.
Okay.
I'm just going to shoot.
And then you've still got your fast action to do something with.
Right. I'm actually going to throw up as my fast action. Watching the doctor get murderized.
So you do remember that she had said that she needs to get to her office in order to achieve escape. To escape.
So I'm going to fast action towards the doctor's office and shoot at the thing as I go.
Yep. Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Okay, so hang on. So this, and then my skill, and then the one for the gun, and then my stress die. So many dice.
So few 6s.
5 successes and no stress.
5 successes. Okay,
Wow.
so
Actually, sorry, mechanical question. If the stress die comes up with a success, does it count?
it does, absolutely.
Okay, so 5.
Yeah. Okay, so the damage of your gun is 1 point of damage. So what you can do is turn every single one of those successes into a point of damage.
Can I do anything? Is there anything else I can do with them?
Yeah, so you can do stunts. And by stunt, it basically means you use your imagination to have some other effect other than causing damage. So you could make it stagger back, fall over. You could,
Can I do the damage and like have the damage blow off that extra tongue puncher thingy?
instead of the damage.
Yeah, just do 1 point, but blow off that tongue thing so I can't use that anymore.
I'll let you do that. It does have armor,
Okay.
so it gets a roll against that. So you only need 1 stunt to actually achieve the effect that you want.
So because I have 5 successes, I could put 4 into damage and 1 into the stunt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that.
So it then gets to roll its armor, but it needs to roll 4 6s on its armor in order to stop that happening, in which case it would take no damage at all. It gets a lot of armor though.
Yeah, well.
Okay, yeah, the armor does take some of it, but yeah, you see the bullet sort of hit it in the mouth, and this jaw thing just shatters almost like it was made out of glass, and the alien reels back screaming, particularly unhappy. And you've done a couple of points of damage to it.
Cool.
Okay, the next action is it. Now it was going to attack Holroyd, who was right in front of him, but I think it's going to chase. No, it's going to attack Holroyd. Sorry, Holroyd. It's too obvious.
It's all good.
So
You're right there.
Josh, do you want to roll a d6 for its attack then, please?
Yep. Oh, that's a 2.
2. Okay, the creature doesn't physically attack you. It leans down into you. It stares at you. You've got this kind of. I missed something last time, man. I won't miss it again. So it's got this acid dripping from its mouth where it's been wounded. You're unable to take an action this round because it's looking at you, sort of almost hypnotize you, frozen to the spot.
Okay.
But it is now Holroyd. It would have been your action. Unfortunately, you've lost that action because it's hypnotizing you.
Absolutely.
It is the alien's action again now, and it's going to attack you again. So if you could roll d6.
Yep.
Please, Holroyd.
That's a 4.
4. Okay, this time it grabs you. It's been looking at you, but now it's great big claws come and grab you by the shoulders. It's lifting you up towards its jaw. Your feet are dangling off the ground. It's ready to kill you. But those of you who are watching, so that's Hirsch and MacWhirr, because Singleton has run, you both have to make a panic roll, please.
Yay!
As do you, Holroyd.
Oh. Oh no.
So again, remember that's d6 plus the number of panic stress dice you have.
Total of 5.
Okay, Holroyd, you're okay. You're kind of staring at this thing. You haven't lost it. Maybe you're just
Somehow.
resigned to the fact that death is just around the corner, perhaps. MacWhirr, 6. Again, you're just about keeping it together. You think, any more stress and you're going to be panicking, but you're just okay. Hirsch, 10.
Oh.
Okay. Hirsch, you see this, and I don't know how much you like Holroyd or not, but he's a human being, and you've seen this thing kill people before, and you know what's about to happen to him. You freeze in place, just staring up at this creature, watching this happen. You lose your next point of action. Your stress level and that of MacWhirr, and Holroyd both goes up by 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Man, you people should be doing what I'm doing. I've got 1 stress.
Can I ask who has the key card from Reynolds?
Hirsch does.
Crap.
Yeah.
Okay, and there was a key card around Kaminsky's neck as well.
Yeah.
So Hirsch, you lose your action on 4, but you don't. So it's your action, Amanda.
Sweet. All right. If all I do is run, can I make it to that bulkhead?
Grab the key card.
So there's a bulkhead to the north of us.
There is. Yes, you can get to that bulkhead in your action. Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna just
You
bolt.
can't shut it. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just gonna bolt to the bulkhead.
Yeah. Okay. That takes you just past the doctor's office, which is on the right-hand side as you're running past.
Nope, that's okay. I'm just bolting to the bulkhead.
Yep. Okay. Next round, Singleton. It's your action.
Is MacWhirr past me now?
Yes, MacWhirr has passed you down the corridor.
I'm gonna catch up with MacWhirr.
Yep.
And
So again,
actually, can I still see Holroyd?
If you use an action to stop and look, yes, but because you're running in the opposite direction.
Right. Well, so my thought was I shot him moved. Can I still see him before I start my second move?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Holroyd. I'm gonna shoot Holroyd.
Okay.
Out of his misery.
Right. Okay.
Thanks, brother. Thanks.
Hey, you know what? I would want you to do the same for me.
I hear you.
Okay. Cool. So that's a ranged combat roll then. Alan.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking a stress,
Oh no.
but I got 6 successes.
6 successes and 1 stress. Okay, so roll your stress because it depends how badly you panic whether or not the action succeeds.
I got a 3.
3, yeah. So the action succeeds. You're okay. You managed to fire off the shot, but in your panic, what you've done is you've basically emptied the magazine. You fired several shots in doing that. 6 successes against Holroyd could, in theory, do 6 points of damage to him. If you just wanted to.
Well, wouldn't it be 7? Because I already do 1 damage.
Well, it's 1 for the first success, and then you get 5 more successes.
Got it.
It's one for each of those.
So if it said damage 2, would it be 2 damage for the first success and then 1 for each one after that?
Absolutely, that's right.
Got it. Okay, I just want to make sure I understand.
Okay, so you've done.
Do 6 damage to Holroyd.
Okay, Holroyd, with your suit, you get 1 point of armor. So roll a d6, and if you get a 6, you reduce that down to 5.
2.
2. Okay, so you take 6 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Okay. So, right, Alan. So you've put it down to 0 hit points. That doesn't just automatically kill him. What it does is cause an injury. He's taken out of the action. Okay. But I need you to roll a critical hit roll, but on 1d6, not d6. Okay. Tell me what you get.
5.
5. The bullets you fire basically rip through the torso and the abdomen of poor Holroyd. Blood splurts everywhere, but it splurts white, not red.
Ha!
Lots of
Android!
and mechanics and pipes come out, but your bullets basically sever him in half, and his legs drop to the ground in a enormous tangled mess of white, sticky horribleness.
I wish I hadn't saved you.
But because this is such a shock, you all take an extra point of stress.
Oh no,
man! Holroyd, I thought you were cool.
I was.
You're not cool.
Liquid.
You're an android.
I have accomplished my secret agenda now.
Yeah, so you get a story. You should get a story point for that. Yeah. But Holroyd, you can still act. You just can't walk.
I love it.
Because you're not shut down yet. You're basically seriously damaged, but you're not you're not out of it. So that was but the next thing is the alien's action. And the alien, suddenly realizing this isn't good to eat, drops you and launches down the corridor after the other 3.
Point out that Hirsch is the closest.
Hirsch is the closest.
Hirsch is the closest, yeah.
Note.
Thanks.
Just a note.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Singleton, you have emptied your magazine from that last round, so you'll need to use a slow action to put in the second reload for your gun. Alan?
No, I'm just going to go chase after.
When it comes to it.
Yeah, I'm just going with MacWhirr. I can reload later.
So the next action is the aliens on 10, and it's attacking you, Doug. So did you want to roll a d6 for...
A d6 for the alien. It's a 3.
Attack on a 3. Deadly grab. The alien is coming up behind you so fast. It leaps upon you, grabs you by the shoulder, kind of turns around with you, and then dumps you on the floor like a wrestler. You take a big hit from that. Well, okay, you don't take a big hit. You take a hit. You take a point of damage.
Okay.
And you land on the ground on your hands and knees. You drop anything that was in your hands. I think you drop your rock hammer.
My rock hammer. Okay.
But it's on the ground near you, and the alien is now stood above you, snarling. It is.
Okay.
Josh, your action on 9. You can crawl, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna crawl towards the bulkhead.
Yeah. Okay. You're pretty slow though, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured that would take my entire action.
Yeah. Okay, 4s. So it's Hirsch and MacWhirr go simultaneously, but who has the higher agility? Because that decides who goes first.
I have a 1 after a modification.
I have nothing after my modification.
Okay. So Hirsch, it's your action first.
All right. I'm going to shoot.
So you can try and retreat, which basically will get you out of hand-to-hand zone without taking a hit, but it is an opposed roll. Your close combat against his.
Right.
otherwise, you're within engaged range, as they call it, which is as close as you can get.
Can I take the key card out of my pocket and throw it down the hall to Singleton and MacWhirr? And that's what I'll be like, incoming, and I'm gonna throw the key card as far as I can towards MacWhirr and Singleton, and then I'm going to reach down and grab my hammer.
Yep. So you can do those 2 actions, but you won't have time to do an attack as well.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you do that absolutely. The key card skitters across the metal of the corridor and lands at your feet, MacWhirr, and it's your action.
Okay. So it's me and Singleton at the bulkhead doors right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does it take to close them? Is that a fast action or a slow action?
Just a fast action to hit the button. Yeah.
Okay. Then for my slower action, I want to shove Singleton back toward the alien.
Okay. So that will be an opposed close combat roll between the 2 of you.
Okay. I have so many dice right now. It is not even funny.
But I think I'm going to give you, MacWhirr, +2 as a bonus because Singleton isn't expecting it.
What is going on?
What?
You're the person I like according to my character sheet.
So Alan, you need to make a close combat roll as well, and whoever gets the most successes wins.
I'm not happy about this.
3 successes for MacWhirr.
Yep.
I only got 2. I'm not gonna stress.
Okay, it's a bit of a tight tussle, but you manage to shove him through, and you slam your
and
hand
I
on
slam the bulkhead door shut. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next round. It's the alien acts first, and is attacking poor Hirsch, who's lying on the ground. Roll a d6 for me, please, Doug, to see what kind of attack it does.
5.
5. It's leaning over you, and its tail comes across its shoulder and jabs down at you, trying to hit you with the tail. Okay, it gives you a really good hit, but it feels like it kind of pulls its punches a little bit at the end. It could have done a lot more. So you take 1 point of damage to your health, and you can feel something being pumped into your system. I need you to make a roll against your stamina, please.
Let's see here. Stamina is 1, 4, 5, 6.
As the alien's poison starts to course around your body.
Okay, so I'm going to roll my stamina plus my stress level?
No, it's just a straight stamina test. This is kind of an automatic thing. It's not you. This is your body resisting the poison rather than you.
Okay, I got 2 successes.
Okay, that's so you can feel your muscles beginning to tighten, but you can still act for the moment.
Okay.
Singleton, it's your action.
Not the key card. I can't open this door, right?
You could do a Comtech attempt to try and open it, or you could try and.
How hard it is?
If you got a success, you would be able to open it.
Story point.
Well, I have a story.
You do have a story point. You could do that, yes.
What? Oh, Alan, your audio cut out.
Sorry. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Slow or fast action?
Opening the door will be a fast action.
And reloading is slow?
Yeah.
All right, I'll reload my gun and I'll spend my story point to open the door.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so the door begins to slide open. Well, actually, you need to make a contact roll, please, Singleton.
Even if I spend the story point?
Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, my mistake. Yep, so that is your contact roll. Sorry, yeah. Yep. The door begins to slide open. It's the aliens, well, it's Holroyd's action, but you are going to take a little while to get there, I'm afraid, Josh.
That's fine.
You'll be there in one more round after this. You're kind of like scrabbling along.
Yeah.
You know, like a mad 5-year-old trying to swim for the first time. And you'll get there. One more round of movement, and you'll get there. So it's the alien's next action. It looks up from you, Doug, because it knows it's got you caught now, and you're no threat. So it leaps down the corridor towards Singleton, who is the next nearest character. So do you want to roll a d6, please, Alan, for the alien's attack on you? Can't hear you, I'm afraid, mate.
Hang on.
Yep, that's better, I think.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
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 I do not want to roll a die for the alien's attack.
Well, you don't want me to roll it, do you?
No, that's true. I rolled a 1.
A 1. It leaps up behind you. Its head comes alongside your head, and its jaw, you can see it's kind of showing you, you did this to me. You blew my jaw away. And it's sort of hissing at you. Its claws on your shoulders. You need to make an immediate panic roll. So that'll be 1d6 plus the number of stress you currently have.
4.
I think 4. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of you that's kind of going, yeah, I did that to you, alien. You're not so tough. And you manage to control your panic and your fear for the moment.
I only pee my pants a little.
I think entirely appropriate under the circumstances. So it's Doug Hirsch. It's your action. You can still feel your muscles tightening. You don't know how long you've got before they really stop you moving, but you can act this round.
Can I? Am I close enough to the alien that I can take the torch and try to set it on fire?
Yeah.
Okay, that's. I'm gonna use my story point and take the torch and set the alien on fire. Okay,
so you attack the alien from behind with your torch.
Yeah.
That does 3 points of damage. It does have armor against that, but seeing its fire, its armor is much less effective.
Okay.
We'll see how much damage it does. So you can see the outside of it sort of bubble away a bit, some of the armor bubble away, but you certainly damage it and it squeals in pain. You've certainly done some damage to it, but it's still going. MacWhirr, it's your action.
I want to close the door again.
Yep. So you could do that, and then if you wanted, you could try and scramble the lock by a contact roll.
I would like to make sure it stays good and shut this time. All right,
okay, so your fast action, you slam that, and your contact roll, basically every success you get on your contact roll will take a die away from somebody else trying to open it from the other side.
Gotcha. Okay. And I got 2 successes.
Okay, no stress?
Nope, no stress.
Okay, so you've scrambled the lock. You can look through the window that's like this at the guys behind.
I'm looking through, and they may not be able to hear me, but I say the beast must have its sacrifices.
I never liked MacWhirr.
Well, I didn't like you either. Have fun getting eaten by an alien.
Okay, it's the next round. The alien acts first against Singleton, and then it's your action, Alan. So, Alan, if you want to roll a d6, see what the alien does. Now he's looked in your eye.
6.
Okay. So this, what it wants to do is attack you with its inner jaw, but obviously it can't do that because you've destroyed it. So what it does is it attacks you with its outer jaw and does a huge bite on you instead.
I dislike that. I feel like it should not do anything.
But basically, a 6. If the alien succeeds in getting any damage on you, you are killed instantly. But now, because you've destroyed its inner jaw, that option is taken away, so it's just doing a normal attack on you.
I accept that.
Ooh, okay, but it does 3 points of damage as it whips around and bites you with its outer jaw. So take 3 points off your health.
Okay, I have no armor.
Nope.
I'm still alive, though.
Okay. So it's your action then, Singleton. You're in combat, so it's going to be very hard to try and unscramble the lock whilst this thing's trying to eat you. You did reload your weapon though, at the end of the last round.
I did. And this thing's holding me by the shoulders, right? Up in the air?
Not really. You're kind of in a hand-to-hand grapple at the moment. It would have done if it had done the skull smash on you, but it's kind of turned and lacerated you with its teeth, and you're sort of fallen back against against the side of the wall. I'm
going to take that pistol and I'm going to put it right against the thing's head and just...
Yeah, okay, so...
Many bullets as I can put into it.
So unfortunately, because you're effectively in combat, you get a -3 to your pistol because everything's lashing around. It's quite difficult to take a bead.
Can I still take the aim fast action?
Yeah, I think I'll let you do that. Yeah, I think you are trying to take a bead, but it's difficult because things are lashing about at you. But so that basically means it's -1 dice overall from those dynamics, from your aim and it's being too close for close combat.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I have good news and bad news, everybody.
Dave looks. Dave's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Go on then. What's
I got a lot of successes, and I also took 4 stress.
Oh,
4 panics? Oh my god. Okay. So how many successes did you get then, Alan?
5.
5, but you rolled 4 ones on your stress dice.
Yeah.
Right. So, how many stress dice do you have?
8 now.
No, so
4
that doesn't give you extra stress. What that does is mean you have to roll for panic.
Okay.
So, but you have to roll once for each one that you rolled. So roll d6, add your stress, that's 4, but you need to do that 4 times.
Okay. First one is a 5, then a 6, then a 5, then a 9.
9. Okay. You do manage to loose off all the bullets in the gun, but in doing so, the gun kind of drops out of your hand. Your stress level increases by 1, Singleton.
You're kidding.
But you basically unloaded the gun into the alien at short range. So that was 5 hits, was it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it has quite a lot of armor, but it's probably not going to roll 5, 6 out of 10 dice. So no, it doesn't. Okay, you basically blam, 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 and the gun bucks out of your hand as the last shot is fired and it falls to the ground with a clatter. The bullets rip through the alien. The blood is splattering everywhere, including towards you, and this acid is splashing. And some of it lands in your direction. So you take an attack from the acid. So you take 1 point of damage.
I am dead. Or
has that broken you?
I'm full up.
Right. Okay. So it doesn't mean you're dead yet. You fall back, screaming from pain from the acid. The alien slumps in a mess on the floor.
Does some of the acid splash onto Hirsch?
That's a good call because he is at engaged range. So
no wonder why MacWhirr didn't like you.
Okay, Hirsch, you also take 1 point of damage from this acid splashing onto you.
I like you less, Hirsch. So you know.
Are you still up, Doug?
Yeah, I still have two health left.
Okay. The alien has slumped in a mess on the floor.
I just want to establish that the real pain that I'm feeling right now is the pain of betrayal.
I need you though, Singleton, to roll 1 more d6. High is good for you. 1. Okay. Okay. That was your action, wasn't it, Singleton? So the alien gets another action. So the alien falls down, seemingly dead. But it's not that easy to kill. And its last gasp breath, it stands. It sees that you're down. So it turns its attention to Hirsch and attacks you, Doug, with its last breath. So roll a d6 to see what it does.
A 1.
A 1. It turns to you and it hisses at you malevolently as if it's just on the verge of attacking. You need to make an immediate panic roll.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Man, I thought I had enough d6s, but I guess I don't.
Need more.
It's very easy to get a lot of stress if you're unlucky or not careful.
Absolutely. 1.
So you need to say it's a panic roll. So you need to roll 1d6 and add the number of stress that you have.
That's right. 3 plus 7, 10.
10. Okay. You freeze in place. This thing is right on top of you. It's about to kill you. Your end is in sight. Your life flashes before your eyes. All those great moments and all the shit moments.
Mostly bad moments.
Mostly bad.
But
Mostly
then
bad right now.
the alien slumps on you and dies before it can strike.
Wow. Okay.
The alien is dead.
Nice.
But you still have acid on you, as does Singleton.
Right.
So you take so next round at the beginning you take another attack from the acid. So we'll do Singleton first. So it's lesser because the acid is slowly eating its way, but the acid gets another quite strong attack on you. But no, the acid fizzes out, and you're basically unconscious and out of it, but you're not dead. Doug, for you, the acid does 3 points of damage.
Oh, that totally knocks me.
So you're lying there, it's burning through you. As the paralysis poison of the alien begins to take hold and you can't move anymore, you can just lie there feeling the acid eating its way through your chest and your neck where it landed on you.
And I'm just going to look over at Holroyd, and it's because he's still in with us, right?
Holroyd is just reaching you, yeah. Having, dragged himself up the corridor.
And I'm going to try to say something, but I can't because I'm paralyzed. It's going to look like I'm trying to say something to him, but...
Okay, cool. Holroyd, what's your action?
So the door's closed. You got MacWhirr on the other side looking in at us.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I think MacWhirr, you get a story point, of course.
Yay.
Singleton still standing?
No, Singleton is unconscious.
Unconscious? Okay.
Hirsch is almost dead, but not quite.
Can I reach the control panel on the bulkhead door?
Yeah, I think you probably can. There's probably a ridge that you can grab with one arm to pull yourself up enough to get to it. Hang on a second. I just disconnected myself. Nope. And we're back.
So instead of actually opening the door, I want to kind of program myself into the system, like plug myself in. Is that possible?
There are computer terminals. Yeah. It won't be through the control of the door.
Okay.
But there'll be a terminal next to the door you could try and...
Okay, so then I will go ahead and open the door.
Okay, you need to make a contact roll to open the door. And it's at -2 dice, Holroyd, because it's been scrambled from the other side.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
None of us are leaving here, Holroyd. You need to just give it up.
That's kind of the plan. And we got 1 success, no stress.
Okay, yeah, you work at it, but yeah, you don't need stress anymore because
okay.
You're revealed as an android. You don't suffer stress. You lose your stress now.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, 1 success.
But you can't push as an android, so you can't push the roll.
Correct.
Okay. You try, but it's too scrambled. You can't break through.
Okay.
Doug, the acid on you. You need to make what's called a death save. So you need to make a stamina roll. And you need to get at least 1 success. If you get no successes, unfortunately, you expire because of the acid.
All right. Is there any panic? There's no panic or anything with it? Or is there panic with it?
No panic for the death roll, no.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, so you're not dead yet.
Just die in there already. Jeez.
I'm just watching Holroyd just trying to cheer him on mentally.
Okay. Right, MacWhirr, what are you doing, if anything?
Oh, I'm just gonna pick up that key card and snap it in half.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You can do that.
That's it. I'm just watching the rest of them die, waiting for the inevitable.
Okay. You do hear a hissing noise from behind you, south on the corridor.
Perfect.
And Holroyd, you hear a similar hissing noise from south down the corridor from you. So there's something coming from either side. Do you wish to do anything? You can see, both of you can see pretty much the same thing being played out either side of the bulkhead.
Yeah.
Another one of these huge creatures, one either side, comes around the corner, sort of walking almost in a sort of monkey-like way, crouched, using its hands to walk almost as much as it's using its feet. It's smelling the air, it's waving its head, its tail is carving a slice languidly through the air as it's walking forward. What are you doing, MacWhirr?
Oh, I'm just waiting for it to come to me.
Okay, it's walking slowly towards you. Holroyd.
Offering myself up as a sacrifice.
And I got to complete my mission, so I got to open the door.
Okay, you can try again to try and open the door.
Minus the 2.
Yep.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, the door starts to open slowly. Doug, I need you to make another stamina roll, please, but it's -1 dice now.
Okay. A 1 success.
Okay, you're still alive. The alien behind you, MacWhirr, comes up to you. Are you looking at it, or are you facing away from it?
No, I'm facing it. I'm looking right at it. Just
as it comes to you, its tail comes round and strikes you on the shoulder. You can feel the poison beginning to take effect as you start to get paralyzed, and it kind of lovingly catches you as you fall and carries you off for some other purpose, which probably means you won't survive.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
The other alien, Holroyd, comes up behind you, sort of grabs you by the back, and just chucks you down the corridor. It knows you're not of any interest.
Right.
Doug, please make another stamina roll, please.
Any minuses on this one?
-2 now.
-2?
Yep. Because you will die eventually.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. You're lying there dying, the slight consciousness still going. You can see a fuzzy image of this alien dealing with Holroyd, looking down at you. It seems to look at you quite lovingly, and it kind of wipes the acid off you, and it seems to sort of try and stop you dying, maybe for some other purpose. And having then saved your life, Doug, but you're paralyzed, it then turns to the unconscious Singleton and does the same, injects it with some poison from its tail, picks you both up, and follows the other alien. And you start to fall asleep, probably never to wake up again.
That seems good.
Yeah.
And what were you going to say at the end of the game, Doug?
Game over, man. Oh man, thank you so much. That was
great.
Awesome, Dave. Thank you.
Good.
It was very, very thematic, and I'm going to tell folks, if you are interested in this game that we just played, it is available for pre-order right now on Free League's website. You can actually go to alien-rpg.com and pre-order. I think pre-orders are open until August 4th.
That's correct.
And, they've got all sorts of different levels that you can pre-order. Supposedly the delivery is supposed to be around December, I think is what Free League has said, or sometime around the end of the year.
Yeah, November, December, but they're not committing to a definite date because when it's ready, they'll put it out. They're aiming for the end of the year. Firmly aiming for the end of the year, but no firm commitment. But hopefully late November, early December with a bit of luck. The
other thing that I will mention is that if anybody that pre-orders also gets the cinematic starter kit, which is a 170-page PDF where you get to play, this really great session and kind of try out the rules, and you can always send feedback of the rules to Free League, so that if they need to tweak anything before the printed book goes out, they can.
Just to be clear, though, the scenario we've played today isn't in that. There's a different scenario,
right?
And the aliens they use in that are not the ones that we used here, simply because the rules for this aren't quite finalized yet. But there are some really good neomorphs and very similar kind of alien experiences to be had. But yeah, just didn't want to have anyone thinking that if they backed it that the quick starter would have this scenario in it, because it won't. But this will be published at some point in future.
Very good, very good.
In some form or another, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell everyone, thank you. Thanks to everyone that tuned in. We had quite a few viewers and quite a bit of chat in the chat room as we did this actual play. I will tell folks again to please hit the like button down below. It helps us grow as a show, and it also helps to get us noticed. And also, if you like these actual plays, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you part of our VCG community, so we can do cool things like this and collaborate with great folks like Amanda, Josh, and Alan and Dave from the Effekt podcast. Let's just go around and if folks want to know more about where they can find Amanda, where can folks find you if they want to check out some of the work that you do?
You can read my webcomic Age of Night at ageofnight.night.com. And you can also find me on Twitter at Age of Night and Instagram at Amanda Kahlart.
Excellent. Josh, where can folks find you if they want to know more, if they want to see more Josh Melville content online?
You can find me at Halloweenville on YouTube and Facebook.
Excellent. And of course, Alan, where should folks find more out about Gallant Night Games?
GallantNightGames.com is a great place, or follow me on Twitter at Alan Bahr.
Excellent. And of course, Dave, if folks want more Effekt podcast content and more Dave and Matthew in their life, where should they go? Where can they find the Effekt podcast?
Yeah, well, just look up the Effekt podcast. That'll come to us. We're on Facebook under our previous name of Coriolis Effekt still, but that will change hopefully. Or you can look on our individual blog sites, rpggods.org and fictionsuit.org. And we're also on Twitter, hashtag the Coriolis Cast. So yeah, feel free to come and get more Dave and Matt. That's what we
absolutely. Yeah, I will say, you both are putting out a really great podcast, and it's one of my favorite podcasts that I subscribe to, and I love listening to it. And of course, I love everything that Free League puts out. And then you guys are just kind of, I don't get to play it as much as I would like. So you guys just keep that enthusiasm about their products amped up for me, and you just doing some great stuff, and I'm so excited to see you work with Free League and on this project, and hopefully we'll see more Effekt products maybe down the line. I'm hoping
that's the plan. Yeah, I mean, we've got some bits and bobs that Free League are kindly we're working with on Alien, and we've got a project of our own which is called Tales of the Old West. That's a working title. It's a year zero hack that we're working on, so hopefully in the not too distant future we can tell more people a bit more about that as well.
Excellent.
Cool. But yeah, I mean, thank you for the invite. I mean, it's been brilliant. I've loved running this game. It's been great fun. Thank you.
Well, I greatly appreciate you coming on and giving your time, as well as everybody else that played. Thank you for giving me part of your Saturday to come on the show and showcase this game. I'm really excited about it. It'll probably be one of my favorite RPGs. I don't want to spoil too much, but it'll probably be one of my favorite RPGs of 2019. We'll see once the year's all said and done. And I hope everybody enjoyed this stream. Like I said, hit the like button down below if you did. If you back to if you pre-ordered the Aliens, please let us know in the comments, and let us know what you're excited about. How much did you go all in on? I know I went in pretty hard with this pre-order because I think this is a really cool game, and I love the Alien IP in general. So, all right, folks, that's going to do it for this session. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when we get to the table. We'll see you next time. Bye now.